Hey, hi. This is a Volvo C30 T5 2011. I think I have a problem with water draining into the car. The passenger side sunroof drain got disconnected, so I had a lot of water and on the passenger side in the front and mostly gathering in the back. As you can see, any water that gets in the front essentially goes back down through that drain area and then puddles here in the back. I'm just gonna take a few minutes to explain what it took to remove all of the seats and carpets. So I'll start with disconnecting the battery, waiting at least 15 minutes. I waited 20 minutes just to be on the safe side. Just so that I don't accidentally trigger any error messages related to the seatbelt tensioners. These are the main harnesses that connect to the seat. We'll talk about them in a minute. To get the front carpets out, what you do is you pull on the cover. You start with the front piece, pull it out. You just lift. And then pull back and it goes out. Then you follow with the second piece again, pull up from this side, from the middle, and then it comes out. Same thing on the other side. Then you are stuck with removing the middle console. The middle console is held in place by these screws. So you see there is one screw here, one screw here, one screw right here. To access it, you pull on the cover panel, just pull it out, and that would be, let me see if I can find it among all of these pieces. This would be this piece. It comes out by just simply pulling on it. Okay. It has a couple of tabs here on the bottom, so you pull from the top and then lift it up, and it should come out. Then you push this guy, the display, you push it out with your hands from the back, right? And I forgot to say prior to that, the very first thing I did was remove this cover, which would have been over here. This one is easy to remove by opening the glove compartment, peeling off this side, and then coming to the other side, peeling it off. It just comes out, pops out easily. Then that exposes these two screws, so you can take them out. Then what you do is you go behind the waterfall console in the Volvo. You first remove the rubber pad that sits inside this compartment. So this compartment would be sitting somewhere over here. You remove the rubber pad first, then you pull this compartment out by lifting. It just pops out. Then you will notice there's a tab here. I will show you. There's a tab here. I will show you the tab that locks the middle console and prevents it from sliding backwards. So now it's not the time to press the tab. There are 4 additional screws that hold the middle console. 2 that would be initially hidden under the middle console, and you cannot get to them until you slide the middle console back, so you don't touch these first. You go and you open the glove compartment, and there is a cover at the bottom of the glove compartment. Let me see if I can find this thing. It is a tiny cover that you should be able to peel out. It sits right in the middle of the compartment, and you simply peel it off with a pick. I removed it. It is a small rectangular cover. It has a like a small tab area where you can insert a pick and peel it up. Once you peel it up, you see these two screws, T25s. You remove it with you remove these two screws. Then you go and you find that tab. So that's the tab that latches here. I'm going to show you where that tab is in the middle console. So you can remove the middle console. Okay, middle console. Let's get this back seat off of here. Here we go. So this was the waterfall cover that I said. You remove these two screws that I showed you, right? You can't get to these screws yet, right? So this would be in the car. This would be kind of sitting right here, okay? And I removed these two screws. I can't get to these screws yet. And so I can't remove this all the way, right? So to remove this all the way, I gotta slide that middle console backwards, and that brings me back to the tab that sits here. Prior to being able to do this, all of this, you need to peel off on the side here. There's a small cover that sits right here, right on the handbrake or emergency brake. You peel it off to the side. It has a couple of latches. It comes off. So that, and then you of course lift this one out of the way. And let's go show you where those latches are. Okay, so this is the middle console. As you can see here, the cover I was talking about that I had peeled off basically sits inside here. As you can see, this would be the cover, right? And I'm gonna have it backwards. Here we go. It kind of sits like this, and you just, sorry, I had it the first time correctly. You set it like this, and you peel it off from the front right there. Okay, you just peel it off. You get the two T25s here. Then to be able to slide this middle console back, you see this tab here, right? This tab needs to be lifted up. Once you lift it up with a screwdriver, you can then slide the whole thing back just enough so you can expose these two T25 screws that sit right here, okay? And so that's the location of where the tab engages in. You slide it back, then you're able to remove this piece, then the middle console comes off. Once you've done that, you can go and remove the covers on the screws. So, sorry, on the chair, car seat. So you see the car seat. This is, for example, the driver's side. It has two front covers. The front covers have tabs. So there's one tab here that you can access it with a screwdriver by pushing on it and then sliding it out. Same thing for this side here. You see the other tab, it engages here. You push on it and slide out. It pops out. Two covers in the back, you can just simply peel them off with a screwdriver or with your hands if you have strong enough fingers, right? This then, and since I have power seats, I had to make sure that I have pulled the seat back prior to starting this job. Pull the seat back so that you see these two screws in the front. These are M14, so you need 14mm sockets. You remove these two, then you go to the back, and there are screws that go through here at an angle. You remove them. That essentially releases the seat. You then are able to tilt it back enough and remove the harness connector from the chair. This harness connector is this. It is removed by simply untwisting the screw on this here. Hold on, let me just, you don't need to see me, you need to see the camera. Here we go. You keep untwisting this until this one just pops out very easily, no latch or anything. Just once you finish unscrewing it, it pops out. Once you've done that, you start by removing the front side carpet. On the side of the driver, you need to be wary that there is a small clips that sit right here. It's a round clip, you just peel it out with a screwdriver and kind of jiggle it out. Once you've done that, you remove the carpet. The rear carpet cannot be removed without removing the back seat cushion. So that one is a little bit tricky. I couldn't find much information about it. And I'm now realizing I skipped one step in the front seat. Sorry about that, but the front seat has the attachment for the seat belts. Those attachments are basically, you have this bar sitting like this, and this is connected to the seat itself. You cannot remove the seat without first detaching. There's a screw, there's a bolt here that sits to the side of the seat. I'm gonna see if I find this bolt. This is the bolt. It is a T50 bolt. To be able to access it, you need to remember at the beginning of the job to lift the seats up, tilt them up before you start this job. So once you have tilted up the seat, you can gain access to it. As you can see, it would be on the side of the seat, sitting somewhere over here. That's the one that's holding your seat belt and connecting to the rail. So you remove this one here, and that allows you to remove the seat. And then to be able to remove the carpet, you also remove this one. Okay. All right, so now that we've done this, rear seat cushions are a little bit tricky. I couldn't find information about how to do it outside of a couple of written notes online, so I'll show you how to do it. So this is the back seat, right? This is how it would appear to you when you're standing inside the car. You would first go and pull on the back from both sides, forward and up. It would tilt up. Then you come to right about where you see about a foot from each side. There's a clips. You would pull hard up on it and hard up on this clip. I had to pull quite hard to get it off, and then it gets off. Once that gets off, then you can remove the rear carpet. With that said, now the job of finding where the leak is, I plan to put back the seats without carpets, drive it for a whole week, so I can verify that there isn't any other source of leakage inside this car. I will show you another potential source for water ingress on the passenger side that I still need to eliminate, and that is the condensation drainage pipe from the AC. So this would be, in my case, this was right here, and once this area was filled with water, the AC was basically collecting water from here and then blowing it up on top of the carpet in the passenger side. All right, so here we go. This is the drainage pipe for the AC. I need to see if it has water, so I'm now gonna try to expose it by lifting it, and this one actually should twist up and you should be able to remove and see whether it has water. Right now I'm just touching it. It doesn't feel like it has anything, but since I've gotten to expose it, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. Make sure that this drainage pipe is not blocked, just so that sometimes I've seen people complain about this guy being blocked, and then drainage from the AC drains into this area, gets into the back seat from here, and then all the way here, and then you get like a puddle, water puddle in the car. Yeah, but that's it. Sorry about the disorder in the explanation, but I hope this would be helpful to some of you.